Warning, the following video will contain spoilers for an episode of Miraculous Ladybug. If you want my recommendation, watch the episode I am watching before continuing on with this video. But if you don't care about spoilers, then just sit back and enjoy.
Previously on the Miraculous Marathon.
You know what? Just why don't you contact me? Contact me and tell me what makes you so dense, so egocentric, and so airheaded to make you do what you did to me!
Wish granted.
And the epic story continues.
Riddler?
That's right, Huntsman. What did I tell you? Who hunts the huntsman? The answer is, I do.
You weren't kidding, were you?
Oh no, I was not. And now that I found you, I will...
Oh my god. Thank God that's over. Oh no! It's a fight he wants, it's a fight he's going to get!
Thought you could escape from me.
Oh, come on! Can't you just admit to being wrong?
You know what? Let me think about it. Nope. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You'll never be able to open that door.
Dang it!
Now that I have you trapped in here, I'll make sure you beg for your mind back.
How do you want to do that exactly? You didn't think this through, did you?
No, I did not.
So you mean to tell me that you didn't come prepared? What happened to this game that we were playing?
I didn't think I would make it this far.
Ugh. Hold on one moment. Hello? Alright. It at least gives me something to do.
Is it another identity to reveal?
Oh no. Just another episode for me to review.
Oh.
Wanna join me? You already invaded this place, so we might as well do a collaboration for this channel.
Alright, fine. But that doesn't mean I'm going to warm up to you.
Good. And I don't need you to warm up to me.
Did you really have a Nickelback song as your ringtone?
Oh, shut up! With special guest Deadpoolzilla! Hello everybody, welcome back to my Miraculous Marathon. Now at 50% more crazy.
Coming from someone who laughed at Cat Noir's death in Timebreaker.
Fair point. And yes, I have Professor Enigma, aka the Riddler, aka Deadpoolzilla, helping me review a Miraculous Ladybug episode because... why not? Being real here, yes, this is the very first of the 3 collabs that I promised a few times in my episode reviews because, well, I deserve a bit of love. Don't I? Who am I kidding? I deserve every single rock thrown at me. Don't laugh at me! Anyways, let's have a look at Episode 11, Horrificator.
Agent Smith, it's too dangerous. We must evacuate.
You're suggesting we run, Officer Jones?
Oh, this is gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
The students of Francis Dunport, however you say that name,
Francois DuPont.
are making a movie for Nino to enter in a contest.
And are doing a horrible job at it!
You know they're just kids, right?
Yeah, but they have classes for this sort of thing at my high school. And while I'm glad they're using toy guns instead of bananas or a fertilizer, that doesn't mean much when the cameraman knows nothing about proper framing. Even Birdemic had better framing than this. And as a side note, if you're going to film 2 people behind a hiding spot, just film behind the hiding spot! Also, I love how the voice actors intentionally do a bad job to make these guys make me look competent by comparison.
I won't run! I no longer fear it! I'm going to face it! Then I'll...
Oh yeah, and one of the characters in this film is named
Agent Smith.
Looking to be sued, Mr. Adrian? Hey, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I couldn't pass up the joke. So the other leading student, Milan Haprel, voiced by Jessica G, or Jessica G. George, seeing as she's married to Grant George, the voice of Kim,
Don't ship these two.
is pretty scared of the monster, who's played by Yvonne Bruel, voiced by Matt Mercer. Yep, she's scared of a burlap sack. Oh, and adding on to this, she also calls it realistic.
That monster mask he's wearing is so realistic and scary.
I've got nothing!
Damn it!
I need to sing my happy song. It always makes me feel better. Smelly wolf, stinky breath and slimy. Ah!
Remember the happy song. Trust me, it'll be important. And I'm expecting Chloe to make fun of her.
And the Oscar for Best Pathetic Scaredy Cat Afraid of Its Own Shadow goes to Milan!
Apparently the Oscars exist in this universe. I'm not complaining. And I'm expecting Hawkmoth to feel her despair and send in Akuma to make her his minion.
Fly away, my evil Akuma, and overpower this young misunderstood artist.
Called it! Okay, before that, there is a little cute moment where Yvonne tries to cheer her up, but it's ineffective. Even then, it's still a pretty nice scene, especially considering how these two are merely side characters. Like I said, it's ineffective, and she's going to be akumatized anyway. In fact, she makes herself a bigger target when Yvonne gives her a pin from his favorite band.
So you're going to put the blame on them?
Nope.
So why is it you blame Marinette for Timebreaker and Dark Cupid, and not blame Ivan for—
Don't ask!
Horrificator, I am Hawkmoth. Up until now, you have felt fear. From now on, you will cause fear. And after you've shown them how they make you feel, you will do something for me in return.
Yes, Hawkmoth.
So the Akuma possesses her pin, and she turns into the Horrificator.
Oh, look at how adorable she is!
Wait, what?
Wow, I did not expect her to look like that. I mean, I would give her points out for not being that scary, but she's so adorable, look at her! They couldn't possibly ruin this cute little monster. I stand corrected. Yeah, one of Horrificator's abilities is spitting out this slime, bile, puke that can trap anyone once it hardens, or in this case, everyone.
The Horrificator is also able to grow by feeding off of the other students' fear.
So it's like they took the monster from After Earth and made it not suck as much.
I was thinking of Scarecrow, but close enough.
Yeah, we should move on. So while this is going on, the entire cast is trying to work around Milan's disappearance. Then Chloe decides to fill in for Milan, seeing as she read the script, and it turns out that Nino wrote an entire kissing scene for Agent Smith and Jones. You know what this means. Well, Marinette does stop it from happening, so you want to know what that means?
I'm not scared of that monster, Officer Jones.
Yeah, you're a terrible actress.
And I don't think I need to go into detail with these two scenes, but I will bring up how Adrian is more willing to kiss Marinette than Chloe. It is said that he would have kissed her, and yet later on he says,
Marinette's just a friend.
but that's for season 2. Soon enough they hear screaming and decide to check it out.
A fruity snack for the road?
Got any jokes, Riddler?
Nope.
Neither do I!
Damn it!
So they find Kim's sweatband surrounded by bile from the monster.
They vanished!
Or they're playing a sick joke on us.
Okay, first off, melodramatic tomato. Secondly, if this is a joke, then explode the colored yogurt all over the school ground! So Marinette and Adrian decide to hide, but not before saying something in front of everyone,
Looks like it's time to bring in the alter ego.
and a cheap excuse Nino buys.
I left Officer Jones's jacket back there. Should probably wear it in all the scenes.
Wait a minute, do they even have a jacket for Officer Jones?
Maybe they did. You never know.
Just to cover their trails, they decide to leave something behind, Marinette with her phone, And Adrian with one of his shoes that reappears during the transformation because recycled animation.
And you say I stink of camembert?
Insert evidence that the Riddler is wrong here.
Real funny, Huntsman.
And the group finds that Mr. Damocles is nowhere to be seen. They're trapped, there's no reception. Marinette is gone, but not really gone because she is stubborn. And speak of the devil!
Ladybug in my movie? This is legit!
And on my lady blog.
Your lives are at stake here!
Well, if they die, they'll never be able to tell anyone what happened.
Dang it.
So Ladybug tries to evacuate everyone before Cat Noir steps in to tell them that they can't leave.
I try to cut through the goo, but it's no good. Totally indestructible.
You know you're poking at the slime and not cutting it, right?
Hey, pointing out holes is my job.
Well, sorry, I was just trying to have some importance here.
Well, alright, fine. Let's move on. So while the group tries to find the rest of the students...
We're way better off on our own than sticking with the others. Why would we stay with the group when we could just hide out on our own?
Rule 1 of horror movies. Always stay with the group. The more people you have, the much better chance you have at somebody saving you.
Wow, she really is an idiot.
Now do you see why you shouldn't trust her? So when they enter the classroom...
Anyone recognize this shoe?
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of lies. Bad kitty, guilty kitty. I'm fine! I'm fine! It's just for the joke!
I can't... I don't...
You should be used to my insanity at this point.
I can't deal with this.
Suddenly a Horrificator grabs the tomato boy and they all run except for Chulika, who...
So awesome.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this never gets brought up again, so what's the point? So the heroes try to fight off the monster and get their heads handed to them as expected. And the Horrificator is about to grab the students, but... I think the Tomato Boy's innocence is rubbing off on her.
You know they aren't possessed, right? You said it yourself.
Well, Dang it, why must you be right all the time?
They are in no way such.
Almost all the time! And what happened to Chloe and Sabrina? Of course!
So the group arrives to where Chloe and Sabrina were and find that the monster left some slime tracks for them to follow, leading them to her hideout.
I'm so amped! Turn your amp down to about 4, will ya? My bad.
Wow, even the duo is aware that he's enjoying this too much. Soon enough, they find a nest full of eggs?
So now do you see why I thought this was a parody of Alien?
Well, to be fair, the Xenomorph is more of a work of art than Horrificator, and she doesn't have that snake tongue mouth thing. And how do you know about Alien? So, yeah, the Horrificator is keeping the students in these little eggs for reasons unknown. Is it to feed off of their fear or to harvest them? Or is it to turn them into face huggers that latch onto students and put eggs into them to create more Horrificators that are birthed via chest bursting? Oh yeah, and Chloe's painting her nails.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of there! Well, hurry it up already!
Don't worry about me, I'll be sitting here painting my nails. Got slime all over my hands.
That's what she said. You're sick.
I'm not sorry.
Oh yeah, and then there's this moment.
Adrian?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about Marinette?
Yeah, we've got everyone!
Alright, I admit it. I was too harsh on the Riddler.
What?
I should not have directed my hatred towards you, and I am sorry.
Why are you telling me this now?
No time to explain, we gotta finish this! So, Ladybug uses her lucky charm, and what does she summon this time?
Guitar strings? Are you kidding me?
So what, is she going to tie up the Horrificator, or...
Milan's song!
Wait, what?
Okay, we're all going to sing.
You can't be serious.
Oh, they're serious. And I'm not even going to question why they need drums, because that would be a waste of time. And a waste of sound. Well, seeing as this isn't enough, I might as well not care about diabetes, so down the hatch!
Smelly wolf, trapped in the stinky hut.
Smelly wolf, I'm gonna kick your...
This is humiliating. Plain and simple. There is no way you can show me this scene and expect me to take it seriously. I don't even think the Riddler could come up with a bigger form of humiliation than this.
Well, I would force you to admit that you were wrong, but... yeah, you were right.
Well, at least it wasn't as bad as...
You should expect the expected and nothing more, 'cause you've all heard this song and dance before. What is this?
And wouldn't you know, this form of unrelenting humiliation actually works, making her small enough for me to justify wanting a plushie of her. And Ladybug finds the pin that Yvonne gave her and breaks it, releasing the Akuma. Insert status quo scene here, turn everything back to normal, and then fist bump.
Pound it!
Another day, another attack, another victory for the Miraculous Duo, and another film in the can. Seriously, the mayor ends up rejecting Nino's movie. Why?
He said the monster was a horrible replica, completely unbelievable.
Mayor, you had to deal with a cop in a robotic suit who tried to arrest you for abusing your power. You should be used to seeing things like this right about now. Also, if you're going to call the monster fake, then you haven't seen Yvonne wearing his burlap sack mask. Also, these are students. They have barely any experience and or budget for CGI, and you're just going to wave it off as unrealistic? And the situation that these students were in, including your daughter, were very real, and you're just going to wave it off as unbelievable? In fact, why stop there? Why not criticize the acting, the set design, the props? Because they aren't on the same level as Spielberg. But no, you just had to draw the line there. I refuse to believe that you find this monster unrealistic. You, sir, have a terrible taste in movies, and that's my bottom line!
Well, at least Milin and Ivan have each other.
Yeah, at least they have each other. So that was Horrificator. How's it hold up? Really freaking good. This is actually a pretty nice change of pace. There isn't that much emphasis on action, but I think this is a unique setup for a Miraculous episode. I was having a good time watching this from beginning to end, and seeing Yvonne and Milan together was pretty satisfying. Yeah, it has its moments of stupidity, and of course this scene exists, but it was still fun regardless. Also, the whole film aspect of this episode really drew me in, seeing as I have a huge interest in film. And all of the lampoons of typical horror movies was a pretty nice touch. And of course it has the typical strengths of a Miraculous Ladybug episode, so everything checks out there. So what about you, Riddler? Have anything to add?
All in all, Horrificator is an interesting episode. In fact, it was actually the second episode I watched of the show. It's admittedly, Horrificator is a mixed bag, in that it tries to be a horror episode, but at the same time kind of fails at it, and how they beat the monster is, shall we say, stupid. Yeah, we'll go with that word. But it's a fun little romp, and if you enjoy, like, B-movies as much as I do, then sure, have a go at it.
Thanks for that. I would highly recommend this episode to anyone, especially for those who are interested in filmmaking. Again, this episode isn't really perfect, but you should have a good time with it. Okay then, now that the review's done, I think it's about time for you to leave.
That's what you think, Huntsman.
Actually, you know what? Let me correct that. It is time for you to leave. There's no reason to stick around. We've already spent a long enough time with each other. I'm starting to get sick of hearing from you.
Fine, I'll leave. But don't think it's over. I will be back.
Yeah, this is over. Goodbye.
Well, I guess that's it. See you in my Darkblade review. I've got nothing else to say. See ya.
This movie's gonna be so swank!
Who says swank anymore?